Good morning, students. Hope all of you are good. So today we will learn that how plants adapt themselves in different conditions. So let's start our today's topic, that is adaptation in plants. So what is adaptation? Adaptation is a special feature in a plant's body that allow it to survive in its habitat. That means a feature that helps plants and animals to adjust themselves to their natural surroundings. So next one is habitat. Habitat is a place where a plant or any living thing lives in nature. That means habitat an area or a place where a particular plant naturally lives. Example of habitat. Habitat of cactus is desert. So next, moving on the another topic. On the basis of habitats, plants are divided into two types. They are terrestrial plants and aquatic plants. Now let's know about terrestrial plants. You know that most of the plants grow on land, and these plants are known as terrestrial plants. Terrestrial plants can be classified following types: plants in plain region, plants of hilly region, plants of desert region, plants of marshy areas, and plants of coastal region. So let's know each of them one by one in details. So at first we will learn about plants in plain region. In plain areas, trees are having various kind of adaptation. So first one is they have many branches with big and broad leaves. Next one is, in this picture you can see these trees shed the leaves in winter to protect themselves from cold, and such trees are called deciduous trees. So example of plants in plain regions, they are mango, banana and people. Okay, so let's moving on the another topic, that is plants of hilly areas. So in hilly areas we see various kind of adaptation. So first one is trees are tall and straight, and you can see in this picture the trees are tall and straight. Why these trees are tall and straight? As you know that in hill areas face very heavy snowfall, so hence the trees in the areas are generally tall and straight to reduce effect of snowfall and wet. Next one is trees have sloping shape, as you can see in this picture, and it helps them rainwater and snowfall off easily in the ground. And in this picture you can see these leaves are needle like. It will be difficult for snow to remove on the leaves, and the snow easily fall off on the ground. And here you can see they are having cones instead of flower, and such trees are called conifers. So example of plants of hilly regions: pine, fir, deodar. So all these types of adaptation will help them to survive in snowy hilly areas. Next topic is plants of desert region. The plants in the desert also having various adaptation that will help them to survive in the desert. So as we know that there is very little rainfall, so that's why to live there the plants are having roots which are spread far out, and the large network of root just under the surface of the soil, so that it can catch even the smallest amount of water. Next characteristic is, as you can see over here, the leaves of cactus, they have spine, and it helps to prevent water loss. So next one is stem of this cactus is green and fleshy, and it helps them to prepare food. Example of plants of desert region: date palm and cactus. Now we will learn about plants of marshy areas. So in marshy areas there are special types of tree grow, which is called mangrove trees. So in these marshy areas the soil is tricky and clay, so and due to which the soil become waterlogged, in which there is no space. That means if there is no space, there will be no air in the soil. As you know that plants require water and air for proper growth and development. So to get the air, roots grow above the soil, and these roots are known as breathing roots. And as you can see in this picture, these roots are grow above the soil. And next one is, these roots have tiny openings at their tips through which gases can pass. The example of plants of marshy areas are Careope and Candlina. Now we will learn about plants of coastal areas. The plants that grow in coastal areas are adapted to hot and humid climate because of the presence of moisture and water droplet in the air. Example of plants of coastal areas are coconut, rubber. So now we will learn about aquatic plants. Okay, so let's understand about aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are those plants that grow in the water, and basically these are three types: floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater plants. Okay, so at first let's know about floating plants. So characteristics of floating plants are, first one is, these plants float on the water. Now take the example of duckweed. Because of its small size and light weight, it can easily float on the water. And second one is, these plants are not fixed to the soil. Third one is spongy bodies. So these floating plants have spongy bodies. This adaptation helps them to float on the water, and as you can see in this picture, these are the spongy bodies. So next, moving on the fixed plant. These plants are rooted to the water bed of the pond. Next is, if you observe the leaves of fixed plants, then you can see that leaves are broad like plate, so which help them to float on the water. And also, as you can see in this picture, these leaves are broad like plate. Next is, leaves has waxy coating. Next one is stomata present on upper surface of the leaves. It helps them to exchange of gases. And when you see in the stem of these plants, they are hollow and light, and it also helps them to float on the water. Okay, so next, moving on the another topic, that is underwater. So let's know about characteristics of these underwater plants. First one is, these plants remain completely inside the water and their roots fixed in the muddy soil. As you can see in this picture, the roots are fixed in the muddy soil. And when we see in the picture of hydrilla, we can see that the leaves are narrow and thin, and also there is no stomata. Hence the exchange of gases takes place to the body surface. Okay, so that's all about this chapter. Hope all of you are understood. So see you in the next session. Thank you.